Every now and then, a trip comes into fruition that truly changes your perspective of the world. This trip for me was to the Indian Himalayas. Originally, it was going to be a paragliding trip, but as the events unfolded, it became so much more. The epic began in Delhi when none of my bags showed up. At this point, it was impossible to know that my bags would never show up, at least not until it was time to go home.
Alright, so this is me hiking down to Kullu out of the mountains. My little afternoon jaunt turned into a 7-hour kind of ordeal. Probably climbed 3,000 or 4,000 feet. I don't know how many miles I did, but it was a long one. So anyhow, fortunately, starting to get closer to town. Ready for a nice cold beer. Maybe a little bit of chicken tikka masala. We'll see. I guess I'm going mountaineering in the Himalayas. Snowed a little last night, so it's a little bit dicier than it would have been a couple days ago. But look at this view.
One of my goals for this trip was to get up over 15,000 feet. I had been eyeing a mountain off of Rotang Pass and decided to give her a go straight up the north face.
सारी रात जागी ना सोई वे तेरी मोहब्बत सताया वे सारी रात जागी ना सोई वे सजना वे सताया वे सारी रात जागी ना सोई वे कटे गए दिन बीती रातों आया ना सजना चल वे.
This is the point where I should have turned around. Waist-deep snow and deteriorating weather were impeding my progress. I am stubborn though, and my goal was to get to 15,000 feet.
15,000 feet? Just shy of the summit, but it's getting gnarly out. The snow is awful. I am soaked to the core, getting cold. I'm gonna bail, I'm turning around and going home.
सारी रात जागी ना सोई वे सजना वे.
After a couple of days of running solo and waiting for my bags to show up, I gave up and met up with a group of buddies to go paragliding. We were able to hike up over 12,600 feet to launch and enjoyed breathtaking views and soaring with the Himalayan vultures. It turns out that traveling with just a day pack, the jacket, headlamp, change of clothes, and a camera as everything I owned, brought a unique and incredible experience. I never could have imagined how spectacular the Himalayan mountains and the people who call them home could be. Kindness was everywhere, and this was a trip that I will never forget.